Hey everyone! So since my last video, there's been a lot going on in the world of Caitlin Clark. She and her team had a pretty dreadful loss to Kansas State, which was probably one of the worst performances of her career. But since then, they've bounced back and have won 4 straight, including winning the Gulf Coast Showcase Championship down in Florida over Thanksgiving. So I wanted to do a video giving an update on her stats, where she's at so far in the season, and also talk about some observations I've made. So enjoy. After their loss to Kansas State, Caitlin emphasized that that game was not indicative of what their team was like. It didn't represent how they played. So ever since that game, she's been on a mission to prove what she said was right. She's been dropping dimes. She's been making plays. She's really been leading her team in a way that shows her greatness. Unsurprisingly, she has been leading the country in total number of assists. She's got 60, and she's been averaging 7.5 assists per game. Now, those assists are distributed across 10 different players, which when you think about last year when so many of her assists were to Monica, that is really quite striking. And in the last 4 games, about a third of those assists were in transition. She's also just been taking it to the hoop a lot more and being a little bit more careful about her shot selection, but still taking a large volume of shots. She's been averaging about 22 or so shots per game. She took 32 shots in their loss to Kansas State, and she has not taken that many shots since. I think she realized that she needed to be more selective and really get her teammates involved and get back to that way of playing so that her team can win. But for a volume shooter like Caitlin, that many shots per game, around 20, 21, is not unusual. When you think about it, LeBron and Curry both average over 19 shots per game, and Michael Jordan in his career averaged a whopping 22 shots per game. So when you are the team's main scorer, you're just going to take a lot of shots. Another stat that I've been closely tracking is her assist to turnover ratio, which is currently sitting at 2.45. If you remember, I predicted that her average would be 2.5 over the season. So she's just under that, but definitely within striking distance of hitting that prediction. And if she continues to just keep dropping these dimes, her teammates are going to make more and more of them. I think we're going to see that number go up. Caitlin's overall field goal percentage is sitting at 47.9%. I'm sure she would like to see that go up a little bit. Her three-point percentage is at 37.8%, but she continues to shoot. I think that number is also going to go up as the season goes on. I also found it interesting that in the Drake game, which was the game after the Kansas State loss, she had 13 points in transition. That was definitely a sign of her trying to get back to that free-flowing offense, that just fast-paced, high-octane production that we are so used to seeing from her. But she's also just really good at the half-court game. I've noticed that she can really do it all on the offensive end. In this sequence of plays, you can see she's trying to get it to Kate Martin down under the basket. Caitlin often is the inbounds passer, which is a testament to her ability to get a sneaky pass in. She tries again with Kate there, and look, third time's the charm here. She finally gets it in for the layup. She's been averaging 29.6 points per game and 7.5 assists per game, which is right around where triple-double zero assists predicted her to be. She's also currently leading her team in steals with 16 overall for the season, and she's also second in rebounds with 51 total. Again, these steals and these rebounds will generate her offense. A couple of numbers that I haven't mentioned yet so far in my videos, but I'm starting to track, are points per scoring attempt and points per possession. Now, the PPSA is sitting currently at 1.44, which is higher than last year, which is 1.24 all of last year. And then the PPP is sitting at 1.10, which is higher than 1.05 from last year. Both of those numbers indicate that she is getting more efficient in not just her own scoring, but generating team offense and team scoring, which is generating wins. And that's why they're being so successful. But of course, it's impossible to measure the dog inside of her, the 3, to put away Kansas State in the championship.